Okay, now that we have our finished grade finished on our house, the next thing we're going to do is add our sidewalks and driveway. So we're going to go back to the site plan under floor plans, and we're going to add our sidewalks and our driveway and also our landscaping in there. So I'll show you how to do those. So probably the first thing I would do is again move this title out of your way. So grab again the left hand corner and you can just drag it out of your way. My sidewalk's going to go right here, so I wanted that to be out of the way. So if you go to Massing and Site and then just click Subregion, and you're going to draw a subregion, and I'm going to use the line tool. You could use the rectangle tool since you're building a sidewalk, but I want to make sure that I'm on the corners of my porch, so I'm going to use the line tool. So I'm going to click there and then click all the way out to the road, and I'm going to make sure I get the right width, I'm going to go ahead and come back here and draw the width that I need, and then I'm going to come up and draw all the way again to the road, and then I'm going to close that off. I actually think that I want my sidewalk to come maybe a little bit further past my porch so that the steps are actually sitting on the sidewalk. Now if I click this region again, it went to ceiling, so we want to change that. So I'm going to click the three dots beside of ceiling, and I'm going to change it over here. There's a concrete lightweight, and that should be sufficient, so I'm going to click OK and then click the check mark, and we should be good. So let's go look at the 3D view and make sure, and there is our sidewalk running right there on top of our lot. So we'll do the same thing to add a driveway in the back. Again, just go back to your site plan and click subregion. Now my kitchen is back here, and so my back door is back here. In fact, you can't see that very well right now, but I want to show you how to change that. You may not have to change yours, but if I right click on my house, I can go override graphics by category, and I'm going to click open visibility graphics, and if I click the plus sign here and click by host view, I want that to be by linked view. In other words, I want to use one of the views that's in my house plan. So I'm going to use a house plan first floor electrical. You might use a floor plan first floor. My best one is first floor electrical. So I'm going to click apply and OK and OK again. And that's a little bit better view of my house. It's got the doors and things in there, and that helps me see this is my back door, which is where I want my driveway to come there. So I'm going to go back to Massing and Site and create a subregion again. And this time I want my subregion to kind of start a little bit beyond that, well, a little bit beyond that back door. I guess I could create a sidewalk to a parking pad, but I think I'm just going to create my parking pad all the way the length of my house. Habitat may not pay for that long of a driveway, but I'm going to go on and create it on mine. So this would come this way, and I want to go all the way to the road with it, and then all the way maybe a little bit in from the property line. And let's make an 8-foot 6-inch wide parking pad, and then it's going to come all the way this way and kind of line it up with that other point and then finish it off. So there's my parking pad. Now this line is a little bit crooked, so if you're not happy with that, you could change it. But again, just like before, now this time it went ahead and did it as concrete, so that one should be right. I'll go in and make sure by clicking on my 3D view over here, and we'll take a look at that, and there it is. So you can see that the driveway goes from the road to the back of the house, so I can bring groceries in or whatever it is I want to bring in there. I could have created a sidewalk, maybe done my parking pad here on the side and then created a sidewalk to it. However you want to do yours, it's up to you. The next thing I'm going to do is add landscaping to my house. I kind of like to do that in the 3D view if I can. To do that, you click Site Component, and there's several trees will come up. What is not in here is bushes, and I kind of want some bushes in front of my porch. So if I just click Load Family and then go to Planting, and then there's a shrub there, and it will open several different kinds of shrubs. So here's the different shrubs I'm going to use. I think I'm going to use burning bushes here. The reason I like to do it on the 3D view is you can kind of see where to put them. That was too far in. Might be better to do it. We'll try. There we go. And so you can just place your bushes. Now you can do this in the site plan, but it's adding bushes and it might be better. It seems like it's not lining up, so I'm going to undo both of those. And I'll go back to my site plan and put those in. So click Site Component again, and the bush that I had already chosen is up there. Pan down here. So I just want those pretty much right beside the porch here. So I might space them out a bit and try to line them up as best I can. So I might just want 3 of those. So I'm going to go and space that one out a little further. So I'll put another one here. Maybe on the corner a little bit. And if you need to move it, you can. I'm just using my arrow keys on my keyboard here to kind of get those lined up. And then I might place trees or whatever it is that you want to do. There should be some trees in here as well. There's all kinds of different shrubs. You can kind of see what you like. I like these Japanese maples, so I'm going to put one of those on the corner of my house. So you can just play around with that, you know, add whatever shrubs and landscaping you want there, and then you can finish your site. So this is what my final landscaping looked like. If you'll notice, I did create some sub-regions that have some mulch in them, and then keep in mind this is the south side of the house over here, so we talked about trying to eliminate some south-facing sun in the summertime, and then having that south-facing sun in the wintertime. That'll help on your energy. And then I think also across the street here, across Old Henderson, there's that body shop, so I'll put bushes on that side of the house and another tree that'll just kind of keep a barrier between this house and that body shop. The next thing I want to do is render this, and that's down here on in the bottom. You can click Render. I would do it for right now as a draft view, just so that you can look at it and make sure you like it. And then you can kind of pick if you want clouds in the sky or not. That's up to you. I'm going to go ahead and hit render, and once this is finished, I'll save it to the project. I'll probably, if I'm happy with it, I'll save a better quality image to the project versus this draft view. The draft view is a little bit grainy, so that looks pretty good to me. So I'm going to go ahead and change that to like a high quality render and render it again, and then when I get finished with the rendering, I'll save it to the project.